How the fuck do I get out of this? Oh, I know. Let's talk F1 and fucking Moto GP. All right, so race number fucking 8 or 9 of the F1 season in Azerbaijan. Is that how you say it? Azerbaijan, whatever. Just east of Georgia. And I don't mean fucking Georgia, United States, the country Georgia. And I guess it's in Asia. It's not Eastern Europe. It's always weird. Georgia and all the way over there. You don't know where the fuck they're at. One of the coolest cities on the F1 circuit, using that word circuit. Just a beautiful city. I would love to go there, but I definitely looked up, like, is that like one of those places I shouldn't go? Should I have like a Canadian fucking flag on my backpack? Should I speak in an Irish brogue when I go there? Seemed like it was pretty safe. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I had a great time. What crazy goddamn fucking race. Congratulations to Daniel Ricciardo, who I think might be the best driver in F1, considering he doesn't have the best engine and he's always on the fucking podium. And he drinks champagne out of his fucking shoe. So, you know, God bless you. And I don't know about this Lewis Hamilton guy. I was a fan. I think he's a fucking great driver, but I don't know. They said he didn't hit the brakes. For all you guys don't watch, they were under caution and the fucking safety car was out there. You know, guys always complain that the safety car drives too fucking slow, you know, which cools off their tires. Then they don't have any grip and then they slam into the fucking wall or into each other, right? So anyways, Hamilton was complaining that the fucking guy was driving too slow. And then for whatever reason, he hits the brakes really hard and Sebastian Vettel rear-ended him. And he was like, what the fuck? And then Vettel pulls up alongside of him and slammed his cars in, like, you know, tire to tire. And he got a 10-second penalty for that. And I don't know. I kind of view it, and they said Hamilton didn't slam on the brakes, but I kind of viewed this as one of the ball don't lie. You know, they say that in basketball when there's some piece of shit foul, bullshit foul, the guy flops. You go up there and you miss the foul shots. They always say the ball don't lie. Well, only after that thing, they said Hamilton didn't slam on the brakes. Hamilton didn't slam on the brakes, and Vettel was guilty of slamming into him. And they only gave him a 10-second penalty. I guess they said there should have been more. So he basically has to drive into the fucking pits and sit there for 10 seconds as everybody keeps going and then drives back out again. But Hamilton, after that, that fucking thing that goes around his neck or whatever outside the car, that thing came loose, so he had to fucking pull in anyways, which fucked him over, and Vettel still beat him. So I looked at that like the ball don't lie. And Hamilton, I didn't like how he fucking said, he says to his team, saying Bottas should slow down. He should slow down so to help me pass Vettel. Go fuck yourself. What about last year when the team called you up to slow down for fucking Nico Rosberg, and you're like, nah, I'm good. You were out there driving for yourself. You know what that guy reminds me of? He reminds me of a couple of comedians. I'm not going to fucking mention their names. When I was on my way up with them, and they were these fucking people. They were happy if you got something as long as they had more, and they would literally stab your mother in the eye if they could get an inch forward. That's what I got out of that fucking shit. He should slow down. Go fuck. You got a fucking Mercedes-Benz engine. That isn't enough for you? I still like Lewis Hamilton, but that was kind of girly. I thought. You know what I mean? I might be out of my fucking mind here. I don't like that shit. This is what I don't like about F1, is basically the fucking Mercedes and the Ferraris. Okay, if you don't root for either one of those other teams, every other team, it's like they're out there driving around in a fucking Z28. Okay, and Ferrari and Mercedes, they're driving around in a Corvette Z06. Seeing that Lance Stroll, he was like 10 seconds ahead of Bottas. What happened to him at the early part of the race? Oh, the early part of the race, everybody fucking hit each other in the beginning, so he had to go, and he was immediately a lap down. He's a lap down. He does this stroker race shit like a fucking movie. Just flies through the entire fucking field. I mean, Daniel Ricciardo did the same thing, but he's in the Red Bull thing. They got like an inferior engine. Like, they won't give him one of those Mercedes. They won't sell the guy a Mercedes or a Ferrari engine because he knows he'd be too much of a problem. That's why I think he's the best driver out there, because he's driving around in basically a fucking Z28, and he's always up on the podium. So anyways, Force India, my fucking team there. I don't know what's going on with them. They got this whole Ricky Bobby shit going on. Slamming into each other. What the fuck is wrong with them? Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez, they basically took each other out of the race. They would have been on the podium. One, possibly two cars. And for half a fucking second, what is it? The Haas team, the fucking American team, Magnussen was like in third place. All right? Two of the Williams, it was the craziest fucking race. Like the front of the race was Daniel Ricciardo, like both Williams Martini Racing, whatever the fuck you say it, and Magnussen. Then, of course, they all just get run down. They all get fucking run down. Bottas was like 10 seconds behind Stroll with like 10 laps to go, and he fucking caught him right at the finish line to get second place. So that's it. I can no longer root for fucking Ferrari, and I can't root for Mercedes because I feel like I'm rooting for the Yankees or the Red Sox. The only reason why I root for the Red Sox is because I'm from Boston. What am I supposed to do? But, like, you know, they both blow $200 million, but not this year. The Yankees haven't. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, throughout history, right? So I can't like pile on, pull a Kevin Durant or a LeBron down in Miami or the big three in Boston, 2 out of 3 anyways. I can't fucking do that. So my teams, I like the Force India team, and I like the Williams Racing team. That's the coolest looking car, I think. I like their colors. You know, red, white, and blue. I guess they used to dominate, though. I got to read up more on this sport. I don't get how you used to fucking dominate, and then you just suck. You know? I don't get it. It's not like other sports where you got athletes getting old and retiring, I should say. I mean, if you know how to make a fucking engine work at that level, shouldn't you just know how to do it? I know the driver does count for something, but gee, I don't fucking know what I'm saying. I don't know shit about this stuff. I just know it's fun to watch. I guess Red Bull won like 3 in a row, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And then all of a sudden, what engine were they using then? Well, look it up, Bill. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to look it up, and it'll be like fucking P's and Q's, and no one will have an answer. So I watched that today. And then I also watched the Moto GP race, which was fucking insane. Both races were great. The Moto GP race was even fucking better. Like, as crazy as that race was, they have a problem with that Azerbaijan race where, because it goes through a city, they don't have those cranes to lift the cars out of the way, and there's fucking debris all over the track. They actually had a red flag, and everybody just pulled in and just stopped as all these guys were running around the track picking up shit from other cars that is smashed into each other. As crazy as that race was, the MotoGP race was the shit. Valentino Rossi, he's like 38 fucking years old. He ended up winning the thing. Just imagine all the bullshit that was happening F1 with them bumping into each other. They're doing it on motorcycles, going like 150, 200 fucking miles an hour. You know who the guy I like the best on that? I mean, I always root for Valentino Rossi just because he's old and I relate, and I want him to keep winning, so it doesn't make me feel like, you know, when he retires, I'll be like, oh, there's another guy. I like that Johan Zarco. That guy's a fucking lunatic. And I also like the color of the bike, the black and the yellow, whatever they got. I like him. And then I also like the Ducati team. I like that. How do you say his last name? Dovizioso? I can't say it. Someone's got to say it. I got to watch another 15 races to be able to pronounce that. Dovizioso. Zioso. Dovizioso. Dovizioso? Is that how you say it? German-Irish. Like, we usually have 2-syllable, 1-syllable fucking last names. I can't. That's too many fucking hills. Dovizioso. Andrea Dovizioso. Grazie, prego. Just an incredible fucking race. Marc Marquez was in there too. And then that fucking lunatic, the British guy, Cal Crutchlow. I don't know where the fuck he came from. That guy rides like a lunatic. The way he rode in Johan Zarco, I like them. They're out of their fucking minds. So I'm all in on both of those races. They're so fucking easy to watch. 20-something laps, and then the one today with the cars was like, what, like 50 fucking laps, 51? It's a good goddamn time. And then after that, I take my daughter out, you know,